Join us in this detailed tutorial from our expert trainer who walks you through each step. Let's get started.
In this video, we'll look at the process of creating a team-managed project. Unfortunately, this process is very simple, but there are a few things to keep in mind that we'll look at along the way. Now, before we begin, I do want to point out real quick that I am logged in as another user from previous section. I'm logged in as Valerie, who does not have any special administrative permissions. But even without those permissions, we can still create a team-managed project. So to do that, let's come over to Projects, click on Create Project. And over here on the left-hand side, we have a ton of different templates that we can use. I'd encourage you to look through these. And that's actually one thing I want to point out to keep in mind is it can be very easy to start a new trial with a different product if you're not careful. So let me show you what I mean by that. If we hop into one of these, maybe service management, IT service management, we can see this says try this template instead of use this template. And the reason for that has to do with what we learned in our previous section with Jira's versions. The version of Jira that I'm using does not include a Jira Service Management license. I don't have the Jira Service Management product, right? So that's why it's try this template. So it's basically going to allow us to try this product as well at the same time. And you can actually see that underneath a lot of the headers, right? So you can see the products that are required for it. And you'll notice that some of these say premium. So if we hop back to Jira software, because if you recall, I'm using Jira software. So in the software development templates, we can still see some of these are premium. And if I click on this, you can see it says start your free trial. So you can see the product that is required is Jira, but I have Jira software standard, and this requires Jira Premium. So between those two things, the verbiage on the buttons is important. That's one I'll point out. You can see this says start your free trial, right? So between those two things, the different product versions as well as the licenses, that's what I mean by it can be easy to start a new trial without even really meaning to sometimes. I've seen that happen before. So with that said, here in the software development templates, once again, we're building on what we learned in the last section. Is our team working with a Scrum workflow or a Kanban workflow? For our purposes today, let's go with a Kanban template. And you can see it doesn't say try this template. It says use template. But it's important to keep in mind that this is just a template for how Jira sets up our project. For example, we can see the issue types that come with this template: epic, story, bug, task, subtask. But what if you wanted something else? Well, we can still change those issue types later on if we want. And we'll look at how to do that later on in this section. This is just what it's setting up for us to begin with. So let's use this template. And now we need to pick if we're going to use a team managed project or a company managed project. And we already talked about this a lot in our previous video, but the one key thing I want to point out here is that you'll notice I can't even create a company managed project because I'm logged in as Valerie, who doesn't have administrative permissions. So anybody without Jira administrative permissions would have to contact a Jira admin to create that company managed project for you. The other thing I want to point out is up here at this top, this little disclaimer here. Even though we can change the entities like issue types in the project later on, one thing we cannot do is to change the project itself, the project type itself. So right now I'm going to create a team managed project, but if we wanted it to be a company managed project later on, we can't change that. We can't transition it from a team managed project to a company managed project. We would have to create a whole new company managed project later on, or a Jira administrator would have to create that for us. So that's just something to keep in mind. So let's select a team managed project and let's give it a name. Let's say we're building a podcast app. So there's our name. And then we have to give it a unique key. This key is a unique ID that will be applied to the issues in our project. For example, if our project key is dev, then Jira will create the issues in that project with a sequential number after dev. Dev 1, Dev 2, Dev 3, and just keep going and going. Then you'll notice the URL for where you find the issue is also using the project key. It's why it has to be unique. Now, if we had our project key as something else, the same is true for that project. It will get sequential issue numbers with the project key in front of it. So just to show this in action, if I select the key, type in, I know I already have a project with this key, you can see Jira is not going to allow us to even create that. So we have to create something unique. And now you know the reason why. It has to do with the URL and the issue types having unique URLs. So let's maybe call this app, and we can choose the access level. So we can choose private, which is only people you invite can see it. It's worth pointing out that any overall Jira administrator can still see the project too. And then you have limited access. So anyone with access to our overall Jira can see the issues, but they can't edit them. It's just read-only access. And then open, anybody with access to our overall Jira can use this project with permission to create or edit issues inside of it. So that's what I'm going to use for this section, create open. Go ahead and click on next. And now we're ready to create our project, right? So the project is creating here. And we have the ability to connect Bitbucket or Confluence. If you recall from a previous video, I mentioned that I do have licenses to other Atlassian apps, but I'm not going to do that for this course since we are focusing on Jira. But if you're using some of Atlassian's other products, you can connect them here for better integration. I'm just going to click on continue.
Are you happy with this training? Make sure to subscribe for more great content. Visit the Simon Says It channel, explore our videos and training sessions, and decide what you want to learn next.